Welcome back, crime fighters, for another edition of Calhoun County's Most Wanted, and welcome back Chief Deputy Matthew Wade as well. You and a bunch of the guys from the Sheriff's Office been out of town in Texas for the National Sheriff's Association Conference.
Did. Had a lot of good classes, learned a lot of good things. Actually, you know, I probably picked up 5 or 6 good things that we're going to implement in the Sheriff's Office that are being done nationwide. It's good tools, and I think it will help the citizens of Calhoun County. You
know, continuing education and bringing in new ideas and new tools, that's important no matter what line of work you're in. Absolutely, and you know, we recognize the fact that we don't know it all and make plenty of mistakes, and we'd rather get new ideas from people that's already done it than having to make a mistake or learn the hard way. So it was a good conference, got to learn some things, and like I said, there'll be probably 5 or 6 things that we'll implement into our deputies and correctional officers to make them more efficient and to make them have better tools in their tool belt to serve the citizens. It's all about serving the people of Calhoun County as greatly and efficiently as possible. And one of the tools that we use to do that is the people that watch this program, and they've stepped up again this week. They have. Another 5 arrests, bringing the total up to 3,129 people put behind bars because of your help. All right, you're doing a great job, and we'll get to this week's lineup here in just a few minutes. First, Matthew, let's talk a little bit about the holiday coming up, July 4th on Friday. This is one of the biggies. It's also one of the most dangerous holidays. It is. You know, 4th of July is it's probably one of our best holidays. Besides celebrating our Savior, it's celebrating our country's independence and remembering those who've given their lives. So we do have the freedom to choose. But with that being said, a lot of times people tend to drink alcohol, which is legal. But a lot of times people do things that are illegal or not smart because of impaired judgment. And you know, if you're going to drink this 4th of July, plan ahead. Yeah. Have you a driver. Have a designated driver and a designated fireworks person as well. That is true. You know, and we respond to calls for fireworks all throughout the county. Most cities have ordinances against it, but in the county there's not an ordinance against fireworks. But you know, people still call and go, hey, my neighbor's shooting off fireworks, it's 3 in the morning, and we go out and deal with it. Mm-hmm. You know, the big thing is we want people to be safe, respect your neighbors. Remember, 4th of July is about people who fought and died so we can have the freedom to choose. And the holiday's no fun for a peace officer who has to come out and deal with somebody who has injured themselves or somebody else, is it? You know, and you're right, it's not. But you know, we all signed up for it. You know, people in law enforcement love to help people. Sometimes get a little aggravated, but when people are off on 4th of July, that's when our people come to work. So, you know, they come to work to serve, and if we can do something to keep the calls down a little bit, you know, helps. All right, well, we're going to put all of you to work here in just a few moments. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the first half of this week's lineup on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Congratulations, Sheriff Amerson, John Garlick, and Matthew Wade, my friends, for 10 years of Calhoun County's Most Wanted and over 3,000 arrests. Way to go, guys.
Congratulations, Calhoun County's Most Wanted and Crime Stoppers, for 10 great years. And thank you to the citizens of Calhoun County for putting 3,000 people behind the bars. Yay!
Looking for a new or used vehicle? AOD Federal Credit Union can help. We offer low interest rates and financing terms to work with your budget. We can save you time and money, whether it's at one of our convenient office locations or through one of our participating dealers. Visit an office, call, or head to AODFCU.com to get your best deal now. Low auto loan rates, always at AOD Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions may apply. To obtain additional details and cost information, call 1-800-637-0299 or visit AODFCU.com. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
a crackhead, drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak, a rich like me.
I once was
homeless,
broken, sad,
just lost.
But now I am
sober,
happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
Hi, I'm Crystal Meth. Try me once, I might let you go. But if you try me twice, then I'll own your soul. I take kids from their parents and parents from their kids. I'll take and take until you have no more to give. I'll take everything from you, your looks and your pride. I'll ravage your body and control your mind. Now that you've met me, what will you do? Will you try me or not? It's all up to you.
This is Mindy Amberson, filling in for Katina Houston at Family Links. How important are the early years? Child development refers to the changes that occur as a child grows and develops in relation to being physically healthy, mentally alert, emotionally sound, socially competent, and ready to learn. The first 5 years of a child's life are fundamentally important. They are the foundation that shapes children's future health, happiness, growth, development, and learning achievement at school, in the family, and community, and in life in general. Recent research confirms that the first 5 years are particularly important for the development of the child's brain, and the first 3 years are the most critical in shaping the child's brain architecture. Early experiences provide the base for the brain's organizational development and functioning throughout their life. They have a direct impact on how children develop learning skills, as well as social and emotional abilities. Children learn more quickly during their early years than at any other time in their life. They need love and nurturing to develop a sense of trust and security that turns into confidence as they grow. Understanding the stages of child development helps parents know what to expect and how to best support the child as he or she grows and develops. All children have the right to be raised in a family and to have access to quality health care, good nutrition, education, play, and protection from harm, abuse, and discrimination. Children have the right to grow up in an environment in which they are enabled to reach their full potential in life. Remember, it is the duty of parents, other caregivers, and family members, communities, civil society, and governments to ensure that these rights are respected, protected, and fulfilled. For more information on the importance of development in the first 5 years, please contact Family Links at 256-820-5911.
Welcome to this week's edition of Calhoun County's Most Wanted. First up in our lineup this week, Joshua Robinson. Mr. Robinson, last known to be living in East Aboga, he's wanted for burglary third. And meet Jonathan Tabor. Mr. Tabor, last known to be living in Anniston, he's wanted for probation violation on escape first and obstruction of justice by giving a false ID. And meet Timothy Bailey. Mr. Bailey, last known to be living in Anniston, he's wanted for probation violation on a violation of the Sex Offender Act. And take a look at Tyler Peoples. Mr. Peoples, last known to be living in Alexandria, he's wanted for probation violation on receiving stolen property second. And here is Lester Thompson. Mr. Thompson, last known to be living in Anniston, wanted for probation violation on unlawful distribution of a controlled substance. And last up in the first half of our lineup, Jennifer Palmer. Ms. Palmer, last known to be living in Piedmont, she's wanted for probation violation on receiving stolen property first. And that's it for the first half of our lineup. Stay tuned for the second half later in the show.
We'll have some more bad guys for you here in just a few minutes. And of course, later on, we'll have the Crime Stoppers segment of the show, including some video that we've got of an individual that was caught on camera in Walmart in Anniston using a credit card that was not his. But right now, we want to welcome to the set possibly the biggest movie star in Alabama, Pete Conroy. And it's not because you've seen him on all the movies, it's because, Pete, you're making Alabama a movie state.
Well, we're trying, absolutely. Nothing to report so far except for tons of progress. And when you're creating a new industry, there's a lot of groundwork that needs to take place before you can say lights, camera, action.
Some people hear this, the talk about trying to make Alabama big in the movie industry, and they say that can never happen. Obviously, you believe it can. Why do you believe Alabama is a great place for people to come and make movies?
It's a business, and it's just like any other business. And if you add to that interesting people, Alabama has plenty, beautiful places, Alabama has plenty. Then you add to that basically a rebate program. It has to be an incentive. Any other state, California, New York, Louisiana, all these states making billions, I mean, with a B, billions of dollars every year because of their film industries. Alabama, we decided we could do it too. So in '09, we passed this incentive bill. Now you have a 25% or 35% rebate on your investment if you're doing a TV series or a film. And now it creates the right business climate to make these shows. And I tell you what, they employ tons of people.
And it's not just about the pride of having our state shown on the screen, which is not actually always very prideful. They're not always showing the best of the state. But it does bring some attention to the state, but it directly brings dollars and jobs into the state.
That's right. You know, the famous film Crazy in Alabama wasn't filmed in Alabama, and that's crazy.
Yeah, Braveheart, for a large point, was filmed in Ireland instead of Scotland. Things like that happen all the time, but we want them here.
Well, right here in the TV24 studios, you see these green screens or blue screens, and with those solid colors, you can create digital images so that behind you or myself, you could have, you know, Swiss Alps, or you could have Paris, or you could have, you know, Albertville. Anything you want to do, you can put on a green screen and save.
Albertville's just up 431, you know.
Who knows? But no matter what you want to do, you can slap it on the green screen behind your crew or your cast and save money.
All right, but Matthew, now, are you concerned at all about this? Because we know these movie stars don't behave. Well, you might end up with Robert Downey Jr. or his son in the back of your car one day soon.
Well, that would be no problem if he was breaking the law. We would sure do it. But a prime example is this TV show. You know, I go eat lunch yesterday, and a guy come up to me and said, you know, I watch your show all the time. I don't really know how to react to that. You know, I'm grateful and very thankful that somebody would watch us. I know they're really watching for the lineup, but it's a great tool.
It really is a great tool, and that's a great point, Pete, because media really does shape the dialogue in our society today. What is on the internet and on the TV and on the movie screen, it changes the way we think, what we talk about, how we talk about it. And if we're part of the process of creating that dialogue, then we can help direct the dialogue.
Absolutely, and we can tell our own stories, which is really important, because if you're traveling the world, people's perceptions of Alabama may not be accurate.
Right. So what do we have right here in Calhoun County now as far as building up the industry for film? What's happening here in Calhoun County?
Well, the best thing is that Jacksonville State University now has this minor in film entertainment technology. And so if you are a student and you want to make a living controlling lighting or sound, the green screen technology, digital graphics, you can now come to JSU and learn that trade.
Yeah, there are the opportunities on the screen as well as behind the scenes. You have a great theater department at Jacksonville State University, but that's not all it's about. There's so many other jobs.
Yeah, film financing. There are all sorts of, hairdressing, construction of sets. And we had a guy who was interested in the theater department, the drama department at JSU, ended up taking some of our classes. Next thing you know, he's on a set with Nicolas Cage, and now he's moved to California, and he's making real money. He has a full-time job working film, and it's his dream come true. So the things that we now have, first and foremost, is the JSU educational program, the academic program. Then we built this great big film studio in Northeast Alabama next to JSU, so it creates basically a place for people to come and try new projects, if it's film or television. And then the third thing is we did get the bill passed a long time ago when Bob Riley was governor, and Del Marsh and Richard Lindsay worked together to get this bill passed. And so now we have this incentive, this reason, this business reason for folks to come to Alabama and shoot projects. Louisiana, big success. Atlanta now is the hottest place, and hey, we're an hour and a half away.
Right. Very good. Well, we got lots more to talk about with this. We do need to take a break. We'll be back in just a few minutes, and we'll have the second half of this week's lineup on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Congratulations on Calhoun County Most Wanted and Crime Stoppers for 10 years on the air and 3,000 arrests.
Congratulations to Calhoun County's Most Wanted, 10 years on the air, and the Crime Stoppers for their 3,000 arrests. Great job, guys. Keep up the good work.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
a crackhead. drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak, a rich.
Like me.
I once was.
Homeless.
Broken. Sad.
Just lost. But now I am
sober,
Happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
Looking for a new or used vehicle? AOD Federal Credit Union can help. We offer low interest rates and financing terms to work with your budget. We can save you time and money, whether it's at one of our convenient office locations or through one of our participating dealers. Visit an office, call, or head to AODFCU.com to get your best deal now. Low auto loan rates, always at AOD Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions may apply. To obtain additional details and cost information, call 1-800-637-0299 or visit AODFCU.com. Federally insured by the NCUA.
I'm Calhoun County Sheriff Larry Emerson. Don't risk your life and the lives of others by texting while driving. Put the phone down or safely pull over. Looking down for 1 second is all it really takes. Is it really worth it?
And welcome to the second half of our lineup. First up this half, Euless Atkins. Mr. Atkins, last known to be living in Anniston, wanted for violation of the SORNA Act, a sex offender. And meet Sean Giles. Miss Giles, last known to be living in Oxford, she's wanted for fraudulent use of a credit card. Take a look at Marcus Bettis. Mr. Bettis, last known to be living in Hobson City. He's wanted for violation of the SORNA Act, a sex offender. And this is Matthew Elgin. Mr. Elgin, last known to be living in Anniston. He's wanted for probation revocation on breaking and entering in a vehicle, theft by deception second, and receiving stolen property first. And here is Tovera Hawkins. Mr. Hawkins, last known to be living in Anniston. He's wanted on probation revocation for robbery first. And that is the last one in our lineup this week. If you have any information on these folks, please give us a call at Crime Stoppers 256-238-1414.
More crime fighting in just a few minutes. We'll get to the Crime Stoppers segment of our show, but right now we're talking with Pete Conroy. We've been talking about Hollywood and movie making and everything going on in the state of Alabama with that, and hopefully we'll have lots of great progress, but we've got some other things going on as well with the Little River Canyon and the Mountain Center over in Cleburne County. I know you're instrumental in those, or those are going very well.
Well, I am like the luckiest guy in the world because Alabama is, first of all, just such a beautiful state, and I've been able to play a small role in creating, you know, the National Preserve up at Fort Payne, Little River Canyon National Preserve. It's a national park unit, and of course JSU we built this $8 million facility, and then the feds came in and built $9 million bridge, and we put a big amphitheater, and it's starting to look like something. I mean, from satellite imagery, you can see the Canyon Center. And now it's become a place for all sorts of activities. The National Park Service is there. They have their law enforcement presence and also their administrative presence. I remember when we first turned Little River Canyon into a national park, Black Hawk helicopters lifted over 150 cars out of the canyon because folks had dumped them in there for some odd reason. And
I did not know that.
Quite the place. And some described it as lawless. And now it's a very safe place, wholesome place for family vacations. And my point just right now, thanks for asking, would be to invite folks up to the Canyon Center. It's the JSU facility. It's open 7 days out of the week, 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. We have a beautiful movie theater where every day we're showing this Canyon Center film for free, exhibits and trails. It's just this really cool place. It's only an hour away from the Anniston area. So I would just implore people to go up there and check it out.
Check out the center and check out what God has created out there as well, but just make sure you wear some good shoes. Last time I was up there, I ran into a snake, but they're very active this year. I'm sure you're getting a few calls about those, aren't you, Matthew?
Every once in a while we'll get a call for that, and there's a guy at the sheriff's office who likes snakes. We let him go do it because I can't do it.
Call me, I like snakes. They're great.
I respect them. I didn't leave them alone.
Smart, very smart.
So what's going on in Cleburne County these days?
Well, you know, we've created this corridor, and we call it from the deepest canyon to the highest mountain. And hey, if you're from out of town, you don't even know that we have Alabama has mountains or canyons, and of course we have it all. We even have the coast. But deepest canyon, Little River, highest mountain, Cheehaw. Not too far from Cheehaw, in Heflin, we've built what's called the Mountain Center. And it's this fantastic partnership with the Cleburne County Commission and their EMA program. 911 operates out of the building, and you've been over there. But what we have now is a facility that's available for public use. And I think we just booked our first wedding earlier today that would be in the Mountain Center. Big columns and timber frame construction, lots of raw stone to see, good kitchens and restrooms and all the things you need for a building rental. But all these places that I've been talking about are available for rent. And so we encourage people that are going to have parties or meetings or weddings to give us a call at Jacksonville State University and book them, use them.
Now, if I show up at the Mountain Center, not for a rental purpose, but just showing up on a regular day, what am I going to find there?
Yep, there will be a person at the front desk with maps and brochures that will let you know all about regional attractions and things that are going on. And of course, if you're interested in 911 and what they have to offer in Cleburne County, that's the place for that information as well.
All right, so get outside and explore this great state, and you can go indoors and find out a little bit more about it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but up at the Little River Canyon, isn't the air conditioning done with a special environmental process that pulls the coolness out of the ground?
Yeah, it's called geothermal heating and cooling. It's a geothermal assisted HVAC system, and so yeah, like on a day like today where it's 90-something outside, down in the dirt, it's about 57, way down into the dirt. So we circulate what's basically glycol, kind of like the radiator in your car. And this fluid starts out at 90, goes down through 57 and up. It comes out the other side pretty close to 57, cools the building, save electricity.
And doesn't run out of Freon.
No, that's what it is.
That's pretty cool. So there's some neat stuff going on. But again, getting back to the film industry, I know we've probably piqued some interest from some folks watching the show saying, I didn't realize living here in Calhoun County, I could get involved in the film industry. If they're interested, curious, what's their next step to try to somehow get themselves involved?
I would love to show somebody around the studio. It's called Longleaf Studios. And so it has its own web site. You Google Longleaf Studios or Facebook it, and we'd love to set up an appointment. We have an incredibly interesting group out of Heflin that does work internationally, film studio, and they're coming out to see us on Thursday. Senator Shelby's office is going to be out there tomorrow to see what we're doing. Everyone's interested in this business. We even have film camps for young people in high school that want to learn more about making films, and maybe they want the film in their head to come out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very cool. Well, Pete, thank you. Sounds like you're having fun. Keep doing it.
Having fun trying to create jobs.
All right. Very good. Well, we are going to be back in just a few moments. We'll have our crazy criminal of the week on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Congratulations to Calhoun County's Crime Stoppers and the Most Wanted program that airs on the TV all the time, and for being on the air for 10 years, and also for arresting over 3,000 people. Great job, guys.
More than half of kids 12 to 17 years old have personal web pages, videos, or blogs. It's called social networking. As a parent, you should be monitoring your child's web pages. Find out the name of their site and go to it at least 3 times a week. Check for inappropriate material, for pictures, comments, and messages. Make sure your child doesn't post their personal information. Software is available to help you monitor your child's internet use. I'm Calhoun County Sheriff Larry Amerson. For more information, log on to our website or call the number on your screen.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
a crackhead, drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak, a wretch like me.
I once was
homeless, broken, sad,
just lost. But now I am sober,
happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
Looking for a new or used vehicle? AOD Federal Credit Union can help. We offer low interest rates and financing terms to work with your budget. We can save you time and money, whether it's at one of our convenient office locations or through one of our participating dealers. Visit an office, call, or head to AODFCU.com to get your best deal now. low auto loan rates, always at AOD Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions may apply. To obtain additional details and cost information, call 1-800-637-0299 or visit AODFCU.com. Federally insured by the NCUA.
And welcome to the Crime Stoppers portion of our show, where we ask you to look at this caseloads here and help our investigators solve some of these crimes. Hope you're up for it. We got a long list. First up, between June 16th and June 23rd, assorted scrap metal and car parts were stolen from this residence on Danview Road in Jacksonville. And sometime between June 19th and June 23rd, assorted fishing tackle and tools were stolen from this residence on Dover Road in Ohatchee. And we need some help identifying the suspect caught on video here using a stolen credit card at the Walmart in Anniston. So take a good look at that guy. If you recognize him or his hat or his shirt, let us know who you think it might be. And on June 25th, the 1979 marine green color boat hull, there we go, Mercury boat motor and yellow boat trailer were stolen from this residence on Rose Avenue in Oxford. And on June 25th, the pool and chainsaw and power tools were stolen from this residence on New Liberty Road in Jacksonville. And on June 18th, a hedge trimmer, weed eater, also a weed eater, was stolen from this residence on Oak Grove Road in Glencoe. And last up on your caseload this week, between June 25th and June 26th, this residence on Mount View Road in Wellington was broken into. They got away with some currency. And that is your caseload this week. If you have any information on these cases, and we hope you do, please give Crime Stoppers a call at 256-238-1414. Remember, we want your information and not your name.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
The Crazy Criminal of the Week is sponsored by Systems by Design. Simply Smart Security. Find out how they can protect your home or business at systemsbydesign.org. Our Crazy Criminal of the Week, actually, Sheriff sent me an email with this story.
All right.
Individual went in to burglarize someone's home and utilized their computer while he was there.
Saw it.
Logged into Facebook, checked his account, did not log out of Facebook.
You know, if we become that kind of society where we got to be that in touch. I mean, we enjoy the clue. You know, that helps a lot. But wow, ADD.
At least he didn't click on the little check-in feature and check in from the house he was robbing.
You know, to add to that, just yesterday, our GPS coordinator come to me and said, "Hey, solved a crime for Anniston. Been working with him. This guy's on GPS monitoring. Got him logged in at this house where he was doing a burglary in Anniston. So we'll be using that against him.
While he's got the GPS monitoring
on. So we'll be able to use that against him in court. Like we said, we love the easy clues. We're lazy people.
Easy is good.
Easy is good.
But we also love your help. So thank you for watching the show and calling in your information. That's all the time that we have for this week. We'll be looking for you again next week, but hopefully not in the lineup on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Attention Alabama, a stop payment notice has been issued on all vehicles in your area. Don't make another payment on your current car. Bring your vehicle directly to the Kia stores. Because right now, you get $5,000 minimum for any trade towards the purchase of any select new Kia in stock. Drive home a new 2014 Kia Soul or a 2014 Kia Rio for just $111 per month. Or drive home two for $222. Plus, if you have a job bringing home $350 per week, we want to approve your credit. Only at the Kia stores.
Nobody beats a Kia store deal. Nobody.
Hi, I'm Brian Woodfin with ABS Business Systems. We are a proud member of our local Chamber of Commerce. We can build our local economy by shopping with local businesses. These local sales tax dollars help our local schools and keep our neighborhoods safe. Buy local and think regionally, and invest in our communities.